All right. Hello, we're back with another prize draw. This is the CityNest Real Estate Group. Well, 2/3 of us. Jocelyn is on a beach somewhere.
Somewhere on a beach.
We're the CityNest Real Estate Group with Remax Camosin in beautiful Victoria. What month
Yeah.
is it, Adrian?
It is January.
New
Almost February.
New year, new
Yeah.
prizes.
Yeah.
What are we giving away?
We are giving away a $50 gift card to the Board Game Cafe.
And for those of you that don't know about the Board Game Cafe, what's the deal?
Oh, Board Game Cafe, really fun place. They actually opened up a location in Langford, if you didn't know.
Did not know that.
And
Sweet.
basically they serve drinks, they serve snacks, they serve some food, and basically they have all the board games on the walls, and they have board game experts. So if you go there and you want to learn a new game, you go up and say, we like an action adventure, we like role playing, we like RPG, we like blank, and they'll handpick a game and actually teach it to you.
That's pretty cool.
Because the least favorite thing for me about
the rules,
reading the rules, trying to figure it out, that first game is always horrible.
Yeah. You must have the attention span of a realtor.
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we have some questions. So I have a question here from Dan Holmes. Any exchange in your spring outlook for condos near UVic? So Dan, specifically anecdotally, we're kind of noticing, I've been talking to a bunch of agents in the office, that condos are kind of picking up right now. And I have a couple buyers recently that I would say you're still able to find some that, you're able to negotiate on. And I think that's slowly changing as inventory is kind of getting eaten up, because
you can definitely get deals.
I'm reaching out to half of these condos and half of them have accepted offers already. And that wasn't normal, I would say, a month or two ago.
No, and that's not normal for January. And I think we're just seeing this across the market. Spring is coming earlier. So change the outlook. I mean, we're always optimistic. I say we're professional optimists in real estate. I think it's going to be a busy spring. It's already shaping up to be a busy spring.
Yep.
So condos near UVic, is there anything around UVic that
specifically about UVic? I mean, I think there's just less inventory out there. So I think there's always like a little bit more demand in terms of what's being offered out there.
But I will throw the caveat. UVic, right near UVic, so near the Home Depot, if you're kind of in the Tuscany Village area, they're just finishing about 600 purpose-built rentals.
True.
And so I think that once those units come online, that's going to have a big impact on the condo market, because a lot of parents, when they're buying for their kids for UVic, it's just about housing security. Yeah. And if you knew that you could just get an apartment near Home Depot and, it's going to be fine for 5 years or 4 years or however long it takes your kid to finish school, I think that would put a dampener on the market.
Right. So the rental outlook maybe not as, depending on how much this affects.
But my point is there's a knock-on effect, because once you have all of these rentals, a big reason for people to buy near UVic is just so that they have housing stability near the university.
Right.
And so with all these rentals, I think that will add some stability.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a long one.
That was a long one. Dale says, always exciting to enter the draw. Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
And we have Dwight. What might U.S. tariffs do to our housing market?
Oh,
Vince, I think this is for you.
Dwight, that's tough to say. Victoria is unique in the sense that over 25% of homes in Victoria don't have a mortgage. These are people that moved out here in the 90s. And when we're talking to these potential sellers, they say, they're taking me out of this house in a pine box. So there's an insulation or an insular effect that happens, I think, in Victoria. We are really protected from a lot of those, I think, external pressures. We're not beholden to energy prices, the election cycle. None of that really bothers us so much. I mean, interest rates, of course, have had an impact on first-time buyers, but by and large, I think in the big picture, we don't have the same market cycles that you might have experienced in Alberta or Ontario. So I think that's the overarching theme is Victoria doesn't crash the way that the rest of Canada does. And, there's that saying, when the US catches a cold, Canada catches a flu. I don't think that happens in Victoria as much. So
I would agree.
Yeah.
And I would say Vancouver and a couple spots in on the West Coast, I think have kind of resilient markets. If the market's dipping, people are seeing it as their one chance to maybe get in.
Yeah.
So I think we just have a bit more of a tougher skin in terms of
We do.
house
We
resilience.
definitely
or price.
do. And I would argue that a high Canadian dollar would have a bigger impact on house prices relative to the US than tariffs. Again, because we're not, Victoria's not exporting a lot. We're a big tech hub. But I don't think that there are tariffs. I could be wrong. I don't think there are tariffs on like tech products, for example. If you have a SaaS company that's selling, memberships in the States, I don't think there's a tariff on that. It's just goods.
Fun fact: we were one of the few cities in Canada that actually had a job increase in the last year.
Wow, good for us.
Yeah.
Way to go, Victoria.
Should we get into the
let's
prizes?
give away some prizes.
Yeah, we've bored you enough with
You're
our
here
talk
for the prizes.
here. First, and then the first couple. What are we giving away, Vince?
Well, we're doing Starbucks.
$100.
If you've won a Starbucks card recently, I probably owe you one. I'm a little bit behind, trying to blame the postal strike. But
awesome, John.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
I might get you a local coffee card. None of the Starbucks business for you guys.
On our second Starbucks card, we have Wendy O.
Nice.
And our last Starbucks card, last but not
Wendy
least, we have some recurrent winners. Yeah. Oh, we have Farouz.
Nice.
With our third Starbucks card, and now the grand prize of the Board Game Cafe.
Drum roll, $50. Board Game Cafe.
It's looking like Blair H. I think
Blair,
it's safe. There it is.
Congrats, Blair. I know you don't make it to Victoria very often, so we'll talk. Maybe there's something else we can get you. But otherwise, hope you like board games. Maybe we'll just send you some board games in the mail. Anyways.
Awesome. Signing off?
Let's sign off. Thank you to everyone who enters the prize draw.
Thanks, guys.
It's a really fun way for us to keep in touch. So keep entering. We'll keep handing out silly prizes. And hope it's a good year for everyone out there.
Yeah. Farewell.
See you next month.